Yes, it's SiriusXM The Heat. I'm Mina SayWhat. We are highlighting what's new in R&B and what's next in R&B and hip hop for Black Music Month. With me today, I have the amazing, the beautiful Kiana Lede. Woo! I love that we're like on the same wavelength and do our own woos. Kiana, your song X is blowing up.
It is.
It was like a slow blow up. Like you've really been working this record.
Slow and steady. That's how we like it.
Yeah, that
means longevity.
I mean, it's good. Mm-hmm. Normally, like there's like a shelf life to a song. Like they try it out, they throw it out there from the labels, they see what sticks, and if it doesn't stick, they're like, okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
But this record is an amazing record, and they've been working it, and it's slowly been building up. I mean, when did you release X?
Last July 13th.
Wow. So it's almost like
Wow.
it's a year.
It's been a year, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like it flew by. I remember because it was my mom's birthday. Yeah. So
and you dropped it, and then you dropped the EP.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we're here, and your song is like everywhere. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. Like everything feels so good. I feel like I've just really grown a lot. Like my life is just so much better now.
Yeah, good.
I'm happy. That's also why I'm glad that it was slow and steady, because I don't think I was ready for it a year ago even though like the music was out, I wasn't mentally prepared. Now I'm like so happy and emotionally ready for it.
So what's happening now that wasn't happening before?
Honestly, just a lot more self-love. Like I'm more confident, I'm more me. I'm open to accepting my own success and taking the credit for it, and I wasn't before. Now I'm mentally ready for it.
So there's a couple of remixes out there. There's a Little Baby remix and then the French Montana remix.
Yes.
Like talk to me about how both of those came about.
I don't even know, honestly. It all just happens. Like, it's crazy. The Lil Baby one, I just wanted him on it because I wanted to hear him talk about breaking up. Like, it's just cute. It's great. And then the French Montana one, we started out with the sample and then French hopped on it, and it was great.
Yeah, it's the Biggie sample, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Give me every chicken head from Pasadena to Medina. Is that
okay,
one,
get
right?
it. Yes. Get it, bitch.
You should have had me on the record. You know, I could have done a couple things.
We'll do another
I
remix.
give you a little ad lib, like a or an ow somewhere.
Oh my God, yes. Can we get that on the next EP?
So let's talk about you're about to perform this song, and you're about to perform in general some songs off your last EP, which is Selfless, and then some songs off your upcoming or your EP that you just dropped actually.
Yeah.
That's called Myself. But let's talk about this notion of like X. Like I want to talk about that because can you remain in someone's life if you have feelings for them and they're an ex?
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Like, everybody asks me this question like I'm the expert on exes, but I'm not. I swear on my life. I feel like in my personal life, for me personally, I like to stay friends with my exes. It takes time, right? Like, my first ex, he cheated on me, so it took me a while to get over that. I hated him at first. I did not want to speak to him. At first, I wanted to speak to him, and I hated him, but it was like I didn't have anybody else to like help me through the process of like getting over it. And I did have other people. I had some girlfriends, not as many as I have now. I had some girlfriends, but he was like my main support system, you know? So I wanted to keep going to him to help me get over the things that he did to me and talk through it with him, even though he's the one that did it.
Right.
And that was just damaging for the both of us. Like, he didn't deserve that either, honestly. It was really damaging. So we were not able to be friends at first. And then over time, like, we've developed this, like, distant friendship, you know? Like, anytime, like, birthdays, holidays, like, we say happy birthday, happy Merry Christmas, whatever. And then anytime there's like something really big that's happening in my life, he always makes sure to like be like, hey, congratulations on this. Like, it's great. Because we will always have love for each other, you know?
Right.
My most recent ex, I have so much love for him.
Is that Phil?
Yeah.
I know all your business, girl.
Oh no. Yeah.
So Phil's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gone. He's in my life. He's present.
Uh-huh.
He's amazing. He's such an amazing person. And we were always great friends. Like, that friendship never left. When we were dating, when we broke up, like, all of it. So I feel like it's easier to be friends with him because he didn't like fuck me over. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. No, I shouldn't say that F word.
Okay.
But he didn't mess around with me. So like, we're cool. You know, it just didn't work as a relationship. But I have so much love for him as a friend. So that friendship is still there. Can you always do that? I don't know. It's different for every situation, every person.
Yeah.
But I think it is, you can have it.
Yeah.
Period.
Just not right away. There has to be like separation.
Maybe
at some
not.
point.
Maybe some people can do it right away. I don't know. Everybody's
different. Block people. I'd be like, block, delete.
Listen, I've definitely
Don't
blocked
call
people
me.
too, though. So,
all right, so let's get into it. Introduce your song X.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm Kiana. This is my song X. Here we go. Oh, this is Pierre playing the keys too, by the way.
Hey, Pierre.
He's great.
He's a ride or die. He was with you last time too.
Yeah.
So yes, Kiana Lede live here on the Heat, SiriusXM. I Mina SayWhat.
We went from 2 a.m. calls to zero communication. Yeah, we spent too long in heaven that we felt the elevation. Just 'cause it's different and we're not the same doesn't mean things have to change. I got no trouble with my pride, got trouble cutting ties. I don't wanna be your ex, we're way too good at being friends. Can we still hang on the low? Yeah, I don't wanna be a, I don't wanna be a, hit your girl up with a text when you're alone and feeling stressed. I don't gotta be in love with you to love you. I don't wanna be a, so don't treat me like you're ex. I don't wanna be your ex.
Oh my God, you found like a different groove in the song. You've performed it so much that like it's different now. Who's helped you with that?
This is me and Pete. I think we've built a chemistry over time, you know?
Yes, Pete. You
Yes,
make
Pete.
her better.
Yes, Pete, dog.
Kiana Lede is here.
What up, girl?
We're highlighting what's new in R&B and hip hop for Black Music Month. So you're 22 now. You celebrated her birthday like 2 months ago?
No, like a month. Oh, yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah. How was your birthday?
It was great. It was so good. I had just got off tour and I just got back home, and I have like a really good family in LA now. Like all my friends are really like my family, and we all just got a beach house in Malibu for the night and played games. Played board games. And
what games did you play? Taboo and stuff?
we played what did we play? We played Twister. We also played
Twister.
Jackbox on Apple TV.
Oh, really?
It's like trivia, like murder trivia, and like just a bunch of really what's it called, Quiplash. There's like a bunch of really cool games on there. And we made s'mores, and some of my friends ended up grilling fruit, which was really weird. Everybody was just high as shit, honestly.
Do you smoke a lot? Like, are you able to smoke and work at the same time? Okay.
I don't smoke at all. I smoke CBD. I'm a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your last EP, Selfless, we're gonna get to your current one, which is called Myself. But last time I talked to you, the EP had not come out, so it's been out. Selfless has come out.
Yeah.
I wanted to like kind of talk about how you feel now listening back to it. Like, did you feel like you needed to grow in any way, or maybe something didn't come out the way that you wanted it to come out, or was it perfect?
I think life is all about growth, right? So Selfless was perfect for the moment that it was. I always get stressed out about putting out projects because I feel like I've grown so much, even from like Myself. I wrote those songs like 6 months ago now, 8 months ago now. So for Myself to be coming out or to have just come out is like, I'm already past that. You know, like it's just a delayed growth that people are seeing.
Right.
But I feel like it was perfect for the moment. You know, I really was in that place. I really was in a selfless place where I was just trying to figure out like myself and realizing that I was like super selfless with people, and my life was about people. I was very much more of a people pleaser than I am now to this day. And I think calling myself, it's so crazy how things work out. Like, I did not plan to have an EP called Selfless and then another EP or album called Myself, you know? But it really worked out that way because I am authentically myself.
Right.
And I called myself because... I'm saying myself so much. I called myself because I feel like I'm being the most extreme version of myself that I can be right now to try and settle into who I am as a person at 22.
So what's the main difference between both of the projects? Because I would say you released them both under a year, if you kind of do the math a little bit.
Yeah, I think just the emotion is different. Like the range of songs are a little bit different. I stopped taking myself so seriously, honestly. Like I allowed myself to just be who I was, be happy, be sad, be angry, have fun. Like I just allowed myself to have fun with every little bit of it. With Selfless, I was depressed when I was writing Selfless. There was a lot of shit going on in my life that I couldn't necessarily handle, and the only way I could handle it was to write it and write about it. Yeah, and I just started making my life more about me, and that's the main difference.
And you were 20, right? How do you handle like being depressed at 20? And I mean, you have a musical outlet, but how do you even deal with those emotions?
I think honestly, like the main thing was my support system. Like my mom and I are super close. I got to talk to her a lot, and she has also dealt with depression in her life. So she kind of had ways to help me cope. My depression it starts with anxiety for me. And as my anxiety gets worse and worse, I get more exhausted, and that's what makes me depressed. And I think being a people pleaser so much was part of that.
Right, because you give so much and
exactly,
no one gives to you.
Exactly. And I don't even really expect anything in return. It's just like there's nothing happening. Like I'm just sitting here. I feel alone. I feel like I'm giving all of myself, and like, what do I have left for myself? Nothing. So I started just keeping some of that, and not even like a negative way, in a positive way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had really good people surrounding me. My everybody that I work with are all my friends. They become my family. So to have those people kind of help me through and give me their tips and tricks on how to not be so anxious and depressed all the time is also great, because I hang out with all older people too, so they're a little wiser than me.
So what do they do? Like meditation? What do they recommend?
Meditation's a big one. Therapy is really huge. Like I went to therapy for the first time when I was 20, maybe 21.
Yeah.
And I know, like, especially in the Black and brown community, a lot of people are like, nah, you don't need that, but
right.
You really, to have an objective opinion on something from somebody who's educated in the mind is really, really helpful. And as silly as I felt, sitting in a chair crying to somebody who I didn't even know, it really did help, because it's really not even like somebody talking at you about you. It's like they ask you questions and you just go. I realized, like, I was like, where did the hour go?
Right.
At the end of every one of my sessions, you know? And it really helped me sift through a lot of shit in my life that I needed to figure out.
I love that you're being open about that, because I feel like that's a very mature thing. And I think at 20, some people don't think that that's even an option or something that they should be doing. But absolutely, like, whatever you need to do to get yourself together and happy, like, do that. Whatever it is that it is. However uncomfortable it is, or whatever stigma is attached to it, like, it doesn't matter. You need to do what you need to do in order to get yourself back on track. So,
exactly.
We're going to talk a little bit more about your mom, because I know your mom's a big, big influence in your life. But tell me about Can I, because this is off your current album, Myself. So explain this record to me.
So Can I is about, I just wanted to portray that feeling and that emotion of probably not, you shouldn't probably see this person, but you do anyways, or you really want to.
That's my life.
And you both are in this place where you're like, shit, we shouldn't do this. And like, I See You Got Me on Red, can't get that shit out of my head. It's like, I'm texting you. Right. You won't reply because you know it's probably not a good idea. But I know soon you're going to reply, because I really want to see you, and I'm going to make it happen.
Yeah.
I get very determined. So this song is my determination of being with somebody that I probably shouldn't be with.
I like that, though. It's about what you want, right?
That's right.
Hanging out with Kiana Lede for Black Music Month. We're highlighting what's new and next in R&B and hip hop. Just hearing you sing, we talked about this behind the scenes a little bit. Your voice is getting so much stronger and more powerful.
Thanks.
Like, what do you think that's about? Because you've been in the industry, for those who don't know, for a long time. You got your first deal when you were like 15, and you kind of just been, trying to figure it out. I mean, what helped you get to this place right now?
I don't even know. I'm just singing every day. I've literally been singing every single day for like the last 8 months. Between being in the studio, finishing the EP, and touring, and doing whatever extra shows I'm doing. it's a lot of singing. So over time, just practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad you talked about that because it makes me transitioning into the next thing super easy. Like with the performing, I have realized that you're doing a lot of performing. You were on tour with Jessie J and Ro James, and you've been doing your own thing. I mean, I even saw you on Late Night the other day, right? On like a late night show.
Yeah.
Your very first one. Like, do you watch yourself and see that you're improving?
Yeah. I mean, I always criticize myself. So I would hope that I'm improving every time because I like to make notes and make changes.
I even saw you dancing a little bit. I saw a little video where you're dancing. So are we popping it and twerking it?
We're popping it. You know what? I just thought to myself, like, I always was so against dancing, right? Like, I don't know. I just did it my whole life, and I have such a stigma with it. But dancing is a part of me. Like, when I'm just, like, chilling with my friends, like, I'm dancing all the time, twerking way too much. So I was like, I need to allow this to just be a moment, like it doesn't have to be something I do every single time, every single song. Like, let it just be a moment, girl.
Right.
So I'm giving myself the freedom to do it one time, maybe twice if I want to. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to be like Adele just up there singing, even though Adele's amazing. Like, she doesn't need to twerk or dance or anything.
No,
like, her
she's
voice
good.
alone is so powerful. But yeah, girl.
But I think I just really, like, my thing is I don't want to be just one thing, you know? Like, especially being mixed. I have such a problem with, like, being just one thing. I want to be everything I am. And, like, everything I am is standing in one place, singing, also moving around, also being a disco diva, also twerking, also, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm just allowing myself to be all of that without any judgment.
Right. So how's your mom? Because I know, like, your mom was super influential and, like, pushing you to do, like, acting stuff as a kid and pageant stuff and music stuff. She pushed you to enroll in a music school. Like, how's your mom through all of this?
Oh, she's so excited. She literally calls me every day and she's like, Kiana, I'm crying. I'm like, why are you crying now? She's like, because I saw this interview and I just loved it. And it was so amazing. And like, you're just so incredible. I'm just so proud of you. And I'm like, thank you. She's a cheeseball. I love her.
Did she listen to your music and ever call you? Like, I'm a little uncomfortable with this because you sing about like sex and boys.
No, because
stuff.
that's how she raised me to be. Like, she raised me to be a very open person.
Okay.
And maybe she didn't think I was going to be so open about sex and romance and everything like that. But she's just happy that I'm a very open book, honest person because that's really how she raised me.
Right. So the last song that you're singing today is called Take It All. And it's off the album, which is out right now, Myself. So I can kind of imagine.
Off Selfless.
So it's off. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah? I love Wicked Games, by the way. We can't let this moment go by without me saying I love Wicked Games. Now that we're back to Selfless.
Me too, because men are trash. Sorry. I had to say it. I sneak it into every interview.
So you're single now?
Yeah.
Okay, Phil's gone and you're single. Okay. So the next time I'm going to see, like, I need an update here.
Phil, you're great.
You even forgot that you told me about Phil.
I know. I really did. No, Phil's awesome.
Okay.
But I am single.
So this is about Selfless, right? I mean, this is on Selfless.
Yeah.
It's called Take It Off. It was so nice to talk to you.
So good to talk to you too. I love coming here with you.
Yeah, I love you. I'm really excited. I said this to you before, and you probably just like, whatever, lady. But like, I'm really excited about you. You know,
Thank
and
you.
I'm still excited about you. And there's so much growth. You probably don't see it because you're just like on the grind every day.
I do feel it. I do.
I'm seeing it.
Thank
and
you.
it's happened in a very short amount of time. And you're only 22, so I can't even imagine like what it's going to look like, 5, 10, 15 years down the line. So
I hope it's good.
It will be. So do you have any time for acting right now? Because I know you were doing the All About the Washington show on Netflix with Rev Run and his wife, Justine. Any time for that at all recently?
I'm gotta find time because I'm about to shoot a movie.
A movie?
Yes.
Where?
Here.
For who? In New York?
Somebody. Yeah.
Who?
I can't tell you that.
Come on.
You know I want to tell you, but I can't.
Yeah, okay. So there is movie stuff. I'm happy because, I know last time you were trying to find the balance. Like you were just doing music, touring music. So I'm happy you can go back into the film stuff.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, like tell them a little bit real briefly about like your acting background.
So I don't really have much of an acting background.
You
Things
do.
Just kinda,
You're just
I really
so low key about it.
I really don't though. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
But you have credits.
I do have credits.
Yes.
Yes. I did MTV Scream first. I did a sketch comedy called Betch. I always love bringing that up because it's my favorite. It's an all-female cast sketch comedy. It's really fun to do. And that's online. I think it's on Hulu now. It's been a couple places, but I think it's on Hulu now.
Yeah.
And then what else did I do? All About the Washingtons with Reverend and Justine. That's pretty much it.
All right, and the movie is coming.
And the movie is coming.
So make sure you check out the album, Myself, the EP if you haven't, Selfless.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add? I know you're on tour.
Yeah.
You have a couple of dates, yeah. They can go to your website.
Yeah, go to my website. What she said.
What's your website?
Man, I don't know. Go to my Instagram. Nobody goes to websites anymore. Just go to Instagram at Kiana Lede, KIANALEDE.
Wait,
bitches.
Seriously? You're not going to tell people like the dates are on? Really?
The dates, you can find the dates on my Instagram. You can find the dates on my website, which is in the link in my bio on my Instagram. So just go to my Instagram, people.
All right. Thank you for coming through, Kiana Lede. I can't wait to talk to you next, okay? And thank you for listening. I'm Mina SayWhat. You're on The Heat, SiriusXM.